So I'm Caitlin Angus. I'm from Huton Vale Farm and I'm the 7th generation here. My 3 little girls are 8, so they don't know yet. So there's a long history of farming, and it is definitely something that's in the genes, and it's sort of, I've come and gone, as we all have, all 3. I've got a sister and a brother, but I worked in Melbourne for a bit, and something kept pulling me back. And then I fell into the world of parenthood, and then I needed something that was going to be flexible and versatile, and I still had that pull back to the farm, and before I knew it, I was back living here, and within 5 years we'd just completely gone to the next level with protein production, with doing meat birds and ducks and eggs on top of the lamb that we're already doing, and we do a few pigs every now and then, but we don't know when to stop, in a good way. We sort of, oh yeah, we'll give it a go. If someone sort of throws it out there, oh, we can't get such and such locally, oh, we'll give it a go, and we mean it, we will, and we do. And it could be our undoing at some point. And it's exciting. There's a lot of satisfaction in growing your own produce. We're forever evolving. When I was a child, it was literally cereal cropping, grapes and sheep for wool. That was it. And then early 90s, Mum just went completely for it with the value adding side of things. We had a bumper pear crop, bang, she was on to chutneys and this, that, and it just kept growing, and we sort of realised that the value adding is what's going to keep agriculture alive, and you're just not always going to be a price taker, but you can start, setting that standard and getting some really good results. And it's so rewarding when you work with customers that understand a shortfall of product, but they're going to wait. They will wait 18 months if they have to, and they mean it quite seriously. That's cool, we're good. And there's that, it's just reassuring that people believe in what we do as much as we do. Some of I've got an elderly gentleman that I deliver to every week who can't drive, and he gets his, single cut of lamb and a dozen eggs, and just the look on his face, he's just, oh, it's here, and that is priceless. There's nothing economical about driving 20 minutes to deliver a 6-pack of chops, but for me, the emotional reward, I'd do it twice a week, 3 times a week if he wanted it. There's a real feel good in what we do for us and for our customer. So sometimes the product costs a little more. Our eggs cost more because they're not a caged egg. They're a free-range egg. We do everything in small batches, so we're not overworking anything, probably except ourselves, but we hold the stress, not the animal, and that's so important, that the animal can completely do what it should do, how it should, and almost be oblivious to us taking what we take in regards to eggs. And there's nothing more rewarding than having a product that's just, you can be really proud of. Do you know what I mean? You can just see it in the end product. So we've got an outdoor kitchen lounge, which basically we've got 4 double rooms, all with en-suites. People can then, it's glamping at the next level. You have the wood fire going, you can cook yourself dinner and have the ultimate living room with a view to kill. So it's not a big kitchen cooking away. So we've got 2,000 acres all up. And about 72 of those acres are under vine, and the rest we've got is mainly grazing. We also run sheep for wool, and later this year we're releasing a Barossa wool product. Now we shear every 9 months, but we have 2 batches of sheep, so it ends up being every 4 months. It's kind of crazy, but it's all to fit in with this new wool product we're doing. They only want it a certain length, so 9 months growth is where that's at, and we'll be shearing in a couple of weeks' time. But there's a real buzz on the farm. You can hear the hum of the shears going, and there's a real sense of activity. So it's quite a fun week. There's lots of different aspects for me to keep myself on the game. But then on top of that, we've got a tourism aspect that Mum and my brother are sort of heading them at the moment, and that involves people coming from simple as coming in for a lunch, from 2 to 22 or to however many, up to the next level of flying in on a private jet and having a private tour and going to that level and doing a lunch and things. So, and that's really exciting for us. It's the response has been quite breathtaking, and it's once again it's just confirmed that it is time to share. It's sort of time to let everyone have a taste of what we've got here, and let them just feel like they can step back in time for a while and have a trip through history. We have a lot of respect for the land that we live on, because we don't want it to be overworked. We want it to be sustainable, because we want the next 8, 9, 10 generations to be able to enjoy it like we are today. In a nutshell, we're in a bit of paradise. We really are. We're surrounded by beautiful rolling hills with 400 to 500-year-old gum trees that are so big that you can't even imagine the size of them, really. The wildlife, having kangaroos literally on your back, 50 metres away from your back door is just, that's normal for us, but not for many. It's Australian paradise. It really is.